your tram card gives you instructions at the start. That's why we said you must read it. Don't just take it. Because it might otherwise say you need to have Googles. You need to have chemical resistant gloves. You need to have this and this and this and this, isn't it? So if police officers, they stop you on the road, they ask for a tram card, they just read on the PPE that is required. Then they start to ask you things according to what you are carrying. That is when you see people saying, hey, these police officers are corrupt. They were asking me for this and this and this. What law is that? Yes, it's your tram card. So tram card changes what they require normally on the road. So they might ask you for extra things because your tram card says you must have them. So not having them shows that you didn't read. You are a person who just take documents and go. So drivers must not do that. They have to understand and ask what is what required, and you always have them in your truck. Then if there are spillages that became uncontrollable with your spill control, then you must report to the authorities. Report to the authorities so that they can now have to do a risk assessment to check it if it didn't reach to the water reservoirs. So that has to be assessed. So that is what have to be done, isn't it? So with the dangerous goods is so sensitive. I think we have something that we have witnessed in Boxbeck. I think you've seen how dangerous is dangerous goods. That's why they call it a dangerous goods. So it's not something that we can play around with. It's something that we must be disciplined when conveying. I think you've seen in Boxbeck, we lost a lot of lives due to one mistake. So that mistake of deviating from the normal route was critical. It shows incompetence. Because how come you deviate? Because the law says if you deviate, you stop. If you see that the road that you are using is no longer safe, you stop, isn't it? And call your control room. The control room now will call the authorities which are near your position and say, yes, we have one of our drivers getting lost. So now, as he getting lost, he deviate already from the route. Then they do a risk assessment of the route, new route. They look for a safer route. If the safer route allows you to go in one-way road, then they escort you. Although they charge the company, they charge it because remember now it's a special escort because you have already made a mistake by deviate before calling. Because the law says if I'm in R24, now I see that R24 they say is permanently closed for the next 20 hours, then definitely I have to deviate. If I'm going to take this one, then I must stop there and call, isn't it? Then they give me the right to off ramp when after consulting with the authorities. So those are the things that have to be done so that we cannot. But if in case there is some incidents, like if you look at the Boxback issue, we have heard of the driver trying to warn people. People are always people. They are eager to see what is happening. But instead of spending about 30 minutes trying to drive the crowd, which is no at the end of the day coming, at least the tires were supposed to be what? To be deflated. Deflate them, isn't it? To reduce the compression, because that was gas being conveyed. So let us be proactive to make sure that whatever that happens, because accidents can happen. We cannot plan for them, but they can happen. When they happen, we need to be proactive all the time. So in a summary, this is what is considered as